Hello, good morning. It's 11:09. This is Dirty Truck, and I'm getting started a little early. I'm back on my little early schedule. I'm gonna see how I can maintain this. That hacker situation. I'm starting to believe this is some individuals. I don't know if this has something to do with that slipping in my apartment shit that's been going on, or this is a passenger, but I don't know if I mentioned it in a video when I made it about the hacker. That first phone number he called me from, that 312, and when I clicked on the number on my phone, my phone shows me that phone number had called my phone back on August 4th, and it came as a missed call. I missed the call. So this individual from that number had tried to contact me prior, back on August 4th, and I missed the call. And I can't verify if this is the same number they called me from. I don't know if I wrote it down somewhere, or the FBI would have to verify, the computer crimes verify that 312 number is the same number that contacted me before when I had this problem, back in, I believe, March or April, beginning part of the year, when the hacker lured me over there in Grosse Pointe to a house and told me to cancel the ride. This wasn't no ride. He need to verify I'm the one making all these earnings and all that bullshit, and went into the same skit that this dude did. But I remember a couple days ago, I was leaving out to get ready to go get started, and I was met up on the 3rd floor before I go to the skywalk by a guy, the gentleman that appeared to be LGBTQ. Black male, slim, shorter than me. So I don't know if these individuals are in the building, because I came home yesterday and seen all my dirty clothes was thrown on the floor. I had them in the basket behind the couch, and I've been pretty consistent with picking that up and putting them back in the basket and leaving the basket neatly behind the couch. So I don't know, maybe I was in a rush yesterday and just left them thrown all over the floor like that. But it looked like they'd been ran through. Because I had changed purses, and one of my old purses I stuck over in the clothes basket. And then this new shirt I had on, I found under the sleeve had been, some of the threads had been broken. So I don't know if I did that or somebody else did that. But downtown Detroit, there's some sort of blocker that's blocking signals. Because when I come off the freeway over there by MGM, everything on the dashboard of this car just goes out. It blanks out. The auto connect, everything blanks out until I get past it, and then it'll try to come back on. I can go on. It's a square radius where that's happening. I drove over to Fort Street, a certain section over there on Fort Street. The phone just blanked out. The computer blanked out. Everything. It just, the GPS went off. Everything. The music. Everything. It blanked out. So there's a blocking signal that is downtown Detroit, and it happens every time I go past the MGM Casino. I'm on Fort Street. There's several areas I've ran through down there that the phone blanked out. I was on my way to pick up a passenger, and it blanked out because of that signal, and I lost the GPS, and I couldn't find where the passenger was until I got somewhere where the signal came in, and I kind of had to look at the directions real quick to figure out where they were before I end up somewhere and it blank out again. But there's definitely a blocking signal going on downtown. Also by the I rode past Cass Street near the FBI building. The dash blanked out again right there. So there's a blocking signal going on down there. And I don't know if that's what they're using to interfere with my camera at the house, because that would seem like it, because the GPS comes back on normal after you get past that area. So what if that signal that I'm experiencing riding around downtown Detroit is the same blocking signal that they're using in my apartment to interfere with the camera? Because I went to go view my living room and hit the microphone on my camera. Now, the microphone has been working. Tell me how the settings on the microphone on my camera got turned to where I had to go in the settings and turn it on. I went to use the microphone on the camera, and it was telling me to go in the settings and enable it. It's been enabled. I used it when I was on the camera, and talked to my son through the camera. Who disabled the microphone on the camera? See, this is what they be getting your phone numbers for, and they're getting access. They're going to your phone, doing all this shit. Yeah, they doing other shit than just what you came to them for when they asked for needed your phone number. So this started after the hacker shit happened. After I attempted to report the hacker. I still haven't been able to report it yet because yesterday I came home and just fell asleep. I said, fuck it. I done made 4 attempts to get this reported. And there's no reason the FBI IC3 computer crime site should not have been able to let me send that report. It said something about some numbers I put in. I put in the numbers of the code that was given to my phone when he sent that over to my bank for to approve his Apple Pay. And I put that in on the site. And I guess that was the wrong spot for it. And I bagged it out. But the spot didn't clear out for me to go ahead and send a report. And then I accidentally bagged the report out and it erased everything. So that had sat there 3 times trying to get this report over to the IC3 computer crimes. So this individual is definitely in the phone. This individual is actually monitoring what I'm posting, because I told you in that video that Uber started this new verifying shit, and it comes up verified under the customer name. Now the word verify was coming up in green under the customer name until I posted that video. Now it's coming up the word in black, and then it's like a little star, blue star on the side of it, verified. Now that has changed since I posted the video. So whoever it is monitoring the videos. I believe that they have some sort of interaction with this company, may work for this company. You may be doing some home base or something, because I figured out how they were able to contact me through the app. And more than likely that individual, that hacker, was out in Pontiac. And I probably was on my way to that individual. For you to call me through the app, the hacker had scheduled that pickup that I was on my way to. And prior to me getting to the pickup, I was 2 minutes away. He contacted me and asked me was I online, and then went into his little hacker skit. Same thing when I was lured over there in Grosse Pointe. The hacker is the one that scheduled that trip. And for him to schedule that trip and to lure me out there, he had to be out there. Because the GPS, when you schedule a trip with Uber, it picks up your location of where you're at. So that individual had to be out in Pontiac when he scheduled the trip. He had to be. Or I don't know if he was somewhere else and pretended. Now, he could have been somewhere else and pretended he was scheduling a trip for somebody else to lure me out there. That could be a possibility. But for him to be able to contact me through the app, he had to be on that particular scheduled trip. He had to be connected with that particular scheduled trip. He scheduled that trip. That's why he was able to call me through the app and going through his hacker skip. I don't know if this has been an individual who's been in my car, but that 312 phone number has called me once before. My phone shows it called my phone back on August 4th. And I don't know if that's from them 2 African guys, the one that ended up calling my phone, talking about he had lost his wallet to check his car. He think he left a wallet in the car. That was bullshit. He didn't leave no wallet in here, because I remember one of them called me, and I don't know how he got my number to call me without going through Uber, because the call didn't come in from Uber. He had my direct number. So that's a weird phone call I remember getting back then. And I do remember a couple days ago leaving out the building on the 3rd floor. I came in encounter with I met up with a LGBTQ guy at the elevator on my way out. So I don't know if these individuals in the building, they the ones that went through all my property in the apartment. That's the reason why he already knew the first 4 of my debit card number. Because I don't know how he knew my debit card number. Just because you're a rider, the rider knows the color and make and license plate of the car. And they see the driver name. The app does not give you the information of my debit card. It doesn't give you that. So I don't know how he had that information. So I don't know if these individuals this was a rider, because these are 2 different individuals. Both male. The first one sounded like a black guy when it happened. This one sounds like he's LGBTQ. Not being funny, but he sounds LGBTQ. I don't know if he was riders in the car, or there's just some random, he selected me, but I'm not believing that random shit either, because this is twice that it happened. And the funny stuff that the company be saying when I have to call them, tell me, I hope you get it in, to get your payment in, and all this other stuff, like they knew something was about to happen. You had advanced knowledge of it. And I'm trying to figure out how these people have advanced knowledge of shit. How you have advanced knowledge of where I am, advanced knowledge of what I'm doing, advanced knowledge of everything, because that's why they've been able to fuck with everything, because somebody has given them a method to have advanced knowledge of this shit. That's why they end up showing up where I am. They end up where I am, and I'm getting lured to these damn places, and I'm trying to stop the luring, because when I notice that I'm being lured to a certain area, I cut the app off. And you're not going to lure me for your benefit. They've been using my work, and they have done it in trucking. They have been using what I do for work to lure me to haul certain loads. They had me hauling certain loads. They had me going to Chrysler. They out here got me picking up Chrysler workers. They've been using this app to make me relive a traumatizing situation that happened to me at Warren Truck Plant. And you're not going to do that. You're not going to use what I do for the work to traumatize me over and over and over and over again, just because Warren Truck Plant was not held accountable for what the fuck they did. I know what you're doing. You're going to get caught, because what you did was illegal, because you attempted to steal from me. You're doing something that's illegal. I don't know if you live in a building. You know me from a previous apartment building, because I'm suspicious of Alden Towers. They were doing that over at Alden Towers, going in my apartment. Every apartment I've been in, they've been going in. I don't know if this individual know me from somewhere. I know definitely 100% for sure. I know these motherfuckers is on my social media, because they making changes after I make these goddamn videos. They're making changes. So this company is involved with the traumatization of what happened to me at Warren Truck Plant, because when they put me on, when they said that the writer said something about me. That's the same shit happened at Warren Truck Plant, because they said my co-worker said something. This is Warren Truck all over again. And I don't know why an employer that wasn't there think you're supposed to be doing that. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Are you looking up my shit? You looking up what they did to me, and then you doing it here? What the hell are you doing? There's some stealing going on here. There's some hacking going on. I had a passenger get in and said he used to drive for Uber. And he said one of the riders got in and asked him, how much did you get for this ride? Because they charged me $150. Because we supposed to get 60% of the ride. He said, the writer said, they charged me $150. He said, how much you get for this, if you don't mind telling me? He said, I only got $40. That ain't 60% of $150. Now, this was a rider I picked up that said he was an Uber driver, and that a passenger he had picked up had got in the car and was curious. He said that the Uber charged me $150 for this trip. There's some stealing going on, and it's being done through the Uber app. These people that are riders are using the Uber app, calling drivers, and they got some setup where they at, where they can plug in your information and get access to your bank account. You're using a computer, you're using a phone. That's a computer crime, and you can go to jail, and you're going to jail. They're going to find out who you are. They're going to catch you. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not bullshitting. I'm tired of this shit. You're going to stop this criminal ass shit, and you're going to leave me the fuck alone. I'm tired of you and your goddamn bullshit. It's Dirty Trucking out. I got to get going.